Hey everyone, welcome back to the film Frontline. I am so excited you're here because today we are diving into one of the most polarizing, chaotic, and high-fashion cinematic events of the year. We are talking about Emerald Fennell's unapologetically bold and frankly wild adaptation of Wuthering Heights. If you thought Saltburn was a trip, buckle up, because Fennell has traded the bathtub for the Yorkshire moors, and she brought Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi along for the ride. This isn't your grandma's Bronte girls. This is a maximalist girl boss energy fever dream that has critics screaming and fans absolutely obsessed. Let's get into it. Emerald Fennell is known for being a provocateur, and she's leaning all the way into that reputation here. She's gone on record saying she wanted to capture how she felt reading the book as a 14-year-old, meaning this film is less about historical accuracy and more about raw, unhinged teenage lust and revenge. The story is stripped down to its most toxic essentials. Gone are the complex generational subplots of Hindley or Harriton. Instead, we focus purely on the magnetic, destructive pull between Catherine Earnshaw and Heathcliff. The film opens with a literal bang, a hanging scene where Catherine is looking on with pure, ecstatic joy. It sets the tone immediately. This is a world where everyone is a little bit broken and a lot bit dangerous. Now, let's talk about the look of this film, because it is everything. Jacqueline Duran, the costume designer, basically threw the rule book out the window. We're seeing latex, we're seeing cellophane wedding dresses, and the sets are just as surreal. Catherine's bedroom is literally painted to match her skin tone. It creates this suffocating, narcissistic atmosphere that perfectly mirrors her character. It's pop art meets gothic horror, and while some critics find it distracting, you cannot deny that every frame is a certified serve. Can we talk about the casting for a second? Margot Robbie as Catherine is giving us gothic Scarlett O'Hara. She is vain, she is vindictive, and she is bored out of her mind in the best way possible. Watching her manipulate everyone around her while slowly losing control of her own feelings for Heathcliff is peak Margot. She plays Catherine with this sharp, serrated edge that makes you both hate her and want to be her. And then there's Jacob Elordi. Girls, he is doing the most as Heathcliff. He's brooding, he's intense, and he's surprisingly pro-consent in this version, which is an interesting modern twist for a character notoriously known for his toxicity. There's been a lot of talk about his casting, especially regarding Heathcliff's racial identity in the original text, but Fennell pivots here, making him an orphan from Liverpool with a massive chip on his shoulder. He's less of a primal force and more of a pining, vengeful soul. Fun fact, Jacob actually ended up with second-degree burns on his back during filming because he leaned into a steam knob while trying to clean off his heavy prosthetics. Talk about suffering for your art. One of the most talk-about elements is the soundtrack. Emerald Fennell actually got Charlie XCX to provide original songs for the film. Imagine the Yorkshire moors, the rain, the mud, and the absolute yearning, all set to high-octane hyperpop. It's jarring, it's modern, and it's going to be the most love it or hate it part of the entire experience. It turns the movie into a brat version of a period piece, and honestly, I'm here for the audacity. Okay, here is my take. Emerald Fennell is a genius at making us feel uncomfortable, and Wuthering Heights is no exception. Is it a faithful adaptation of Emily Bronte? Absolutely not. But is it a fascinating piece of cinema? 100%. I think the move to strip away the racial complexity of Heathcliff by casting Jacob Elordi and instead casting Shazad Latif as Edgar Linton is going to be a major point of discussion for a long time. It changes the power dynamics in a way that feels very Fennell. It's meant to provoke. Personally, I love that she didn't try to make a safe movie. We have enough dusty, polite period dramas. Give me the latex, give me the Charlie XCX, and give me Margot Robbie being absolutely unleashed. It might feel shallow to some critics because it prioritizes vibe over subtext, but sometimes the vibe is the point. It's an undernourishing feast, as some have called it, but I'd rather starve at a fabulous party than be bored at a dull one. This movie is going to be the ultimate vibe check for 2026. Whether you're a Bronte purist or just here for the Jacob Elordi eye candy, you're going to have an opinion on this one. But I want to hear from you. Are we loving this pop art gothic direction, or should Emerald Fennell have left the classics alone? Does the casting of Margot and Jacob work for you, or is it a miss? Drop your theories and your rants in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the Film Frontline for all the latest on Hollywood's most controversial hits. I'll see you in the next one.